Spirit says he thinks that the Back to Warcraft casters have never seen him winning in the game in the first match.
I think that
at
is
the start.
actually true.
Yeah, I think so too.
I know he's a good player,
Yeah.
but the competition we cast is very, very high because we cast the best European games, and he is like at a top level, but not at the top level, you know?
I'm
He's
not
not
sure,
in the
man.
elite.
Yeah, he's not from his name or whatever, but I think from his skill he's somewhere up there, man. Sometimes it just takes 1 or 2 wins.
Yeah, to come snowballing.
Yeah, or just to count to these top players.
Ah, I see. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. We can start, man.
Yeah, let's start the German matchup here. Our final best of 3 for the day. It's yAwS versus Spiral, and we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, and on the top spot of this map we have Ebert, aka yAwS, which is our colleague at the moment. He joined Back to Warcraft, which is kind of awesome.
This is so awesome.
Considering he's one of the most successful and best German players.
He was
of all
the
times.
German champion, the second last German champion.
Yeah, he was. He won the EPS 1 time.
Yes, the
And
season
he
15.
also, and there has been some sick matches from WCG and shit. I think even in Cologne, but I'm not really sure. No, I don't think he was too successful in Cologne, right?
I think
But
it was in Chengdu the year
China,
after
yeah.
that, because he beat Sky in the group stage. So his human mirror has always been one of the best matchups.
Yeah, true, man.
I
True,
think
totally.
in China he's known as the Chinese human slayer from Germany.
Yeah, man, totally. How could I forget that? Now they're trash talking. I'm not going into that. And let's see how the creep route will be. Okay, so yAwS decides to go for the mercenary camp right away. And when I first saw that, when my opponent did that, and I just creeped the Goblin Laboratory camp, I thought it was a big disadvantage to creep this spot first. But you can get back to it by just creeping the laboratory afterwards, and then you are closer to level 3 than your opponent. Except he is doing some crazy harassment. Maybe they will creep the same things, just in different order. This happens quite sometimes as well. And
I think why I know why yAwS is doing that. I casted with him some weeks ago, and we did Terena Standard as well. And he was so amazed by this item drop here at the mercenary camp and the usage of the mercenaries that I think that's one of the most important things on this map to him.
Yeah, it is, man. It is totally true. And I thought that his opponent. By the way, you see this farm from yAwS at the mercenary camp. This worker actually just destroyed a tree there, like without grabbing wood, but he just destroyed a tree. I don't know why. Maybe just to check if the opponent will be there and maybe hide the worker in there to steal the mercenary when the opponent creeps or something.
Okay.
But Spirit is going for some other creep path, just creeping the Goblin merchant. So he's closer to level 3 now than yAwS is. Much closer. He will reach level 3 right now, so he will be fine to defend there, but he lost 3 peasants already, and he's not even teching. His opponent is not teching there either. Why does Ebert not have any lumber?
Because he got harassed, but I'm not sure. Maybe he used militia form. Can you just tell me the time you are at? Because I think your slide ahead.
4-5, 4-6,
Okay.
4-7, 4-8, 4-9, 4-10. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. So both players not taking yet, but you know, there's this. These towers are actually kind of expensive in this early stage, so both players were not able to afford it. But now Spirit is in a commanding position, I guess.
Yeah, with that level 2 water elementals, definitely he has a huge damage advantage over his opponent.
Yes, but yAwS has already 36 supply. Yeah, well now Spirit has 34 now too, but it means that lots of footmen will fight each other in the early stages of this game.
Okay.
And when both players reach tier 2, they are not too awesome anymore. So I think both players like Spiral will probably apply huge amounts of pressure. And Ebert is not, now he's tagging, yAwS is tagging. So we see a big advantage for Spiral regarding the level plus the tag.
Yeah, look, not looking good for our teammate yAwS. But I would say his micro is better, but I don't know how rusty he is. So I don't know.
I'm not really sure about micro, man. You see, you remember Leon? Leon was so good at micro. I was always so impressed, and he still was not able. Like he created some big upsets. That's
he had like 600 APM on average.
sick player actually.
Like Rainbow back in the days.
Yeah, and wow, he even loses this False Road Berserker, so that's 245 gold, and it's also wood that he could not spend, like that he did not spend on tech. So that's one of the reasons that he had to tech so late. So yeah, that's going to be a hard situation for Ebert, for yAwS to be in.
Yeah, and yAwS has 2 Shadow Priests here, and they get caught off. Yeah. So not looking good for these two fellas either.
Yeah, man. Wow. I think this is Spirit's game, man. So, at least, like, we don't know if he wins this game yet, but we know that we have not seen him playing so well or being in such a lead against anyone yet. So I guess he has big chances of winning this game.
yAwS even calls militia support now reaching level 3. As we said before, Spiral far ahead experience-wise. The tech is done, and he's going for Mountain King immediately, the Arcane Sanctum, of course. And I think yAwS will do the same, but just later.
And he is... Yeah, he's just power building 2 of them. There was the Arcane Sanctums. There was a 3rd worker, but never mind. He just still does it with 2, which is standard. So, yeah, you see that he will have his first tier 2 units much earlier than his opponent. I'm not really sure about the choice that he made by creeping the middle weaker spots while his opponent creeped the laboratory. Now they are both on level regarding the level. And there's a panda, the China panda. So good, man. Such a good hero. I go for panda quite a lot at the moment, but I think Mountain King still has a good point.
Why do you prefer it over the Mountain King?
Because I have it faster, and I liked its ability to, especially when you take faster than your opponent. Because now it's like, okay, the Mountain King is already there.
Yeah.
But normally
so I'm the one that's taking... with him now.
Yeah. And normally I'm the one that takes a bit faster than the opponent.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then it's a great advantage, but
yeah,
I'm not sure. I think the Mountain King is better.
Yeah, I think so
the later the game gets.
Yeah, but and you have to have a good position with the panda. And now we have the first fight.
Oh, with militia support, the first breath of fire, very bad. Here comes the Stormbolt, instantly surrounding the panda and Brewmaster here. Oh, he takes so much damage. TP given to him, and not looking good for yAwS here. Spiral just demolishing him.
Yeah, man, you can definitely call this destroyment.
Yeah.
Because he's actually even able to creep his spot and probably totally reaching level 2 with his Mountain King. And the panda had to be TP'd out. It was being swapped by the Archmage in the last second. So luckily he got out there without much which he lost, because TP is free if you do not rebuy it and feel like, okay, well, I just have to play without TP there. It's not a big loss. But it definitely can be if you want to rebuy a TP, which you will want to at some point of the game.
Yeah. The Mountain King found... yeah? Continue.
Yeah, well, Spiral is... he has 700 gold, and he's under 50 supply, whereas yAwS only has 45 supply. And both are staying on tier 2, so I think this is a big advantage now for Spiral, who's also going for an expansion.
Yeah, I think yAwS does it too. The Mountain King found the Wand of Mana Stealing. In Human Mirror situationally it's very good, because you can deny the panda of the mana to gain the mana you need for a Stormbolt you need.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like this item. yAwS says it's not that good, but...
Yeah, I heard that actually.
Ah.
I think I would agree with yAwS because he's just so smart. But because the Mountain King only has 240 mana max, a mana potion is kind of, you know, you have to be almost out of mana to make it really useful.
Yeah.
And then 50 plus mana is almost one more bolt. So I think it's okay. It's more than okay actually.
Lionheart of Stormwind and the Scourge Bone Chimes, not that good items at the natural expansion for both players. The Panda scouts the expansion, so both players pretty equal, but Spiral always one step ahead.
Yeah. On the other hand, with the one of mana stealing, don't get me wrong, man. We're just talking about 100 mana, so it's not as good as a greater mana potion. It's not as good as I don't know, as a healing potion. That's true, man. But it's not too bad.
And there can be situations where a Wand of Mana Stealing changes the fight.
Yeah, so. Totally, man. That's just what we're talking about.
Yes.
So, both players having an expansion up and running at the moment. And, yeah, 200 gold more mine for Spiral yet. So, and also, nice harassment from Spiral with his 1 footy, forcing yAwS to send out 2 militias to chase it away.
Very early level 3 Panda, right?
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Nice creeping route here. The Mountain King catches up right now. So level 2 Stormbolt versus level 2 Breath of Fire in the next fight. The problem with a Panda is that he has to get behind the breaker line. And he gets mana burned with every breaker shot, so...
But see how many footmen we still have left. They will all eat the fire. And
True.
That can be that can be important. Because Spiral does not have something which is equivalent to the Breath of Fire. So now there's the first bolt, that's fine, it's just, you know, well, okay, at least there's a Thunderclap. But yeah, Scroll of Healing being used immediately, and now I don't think that yAwS will be able to handle this fight. The Panda is already low. What about the Mountain King? There's the Wand of Mana Stealing, and the Pandaren Brewmaster does not have any mana left. And now we have a really good situation for Spiral.
Have you seen that the Panda skill Drunken Brawler? There's no Drunken Haze.
Yeah, that's normal.
Okay, haven't seen that, I think.
Yeah, okay. You often don't have the mana for Drunken Haze, and the critical strikes can be pretty good because it makes the hero better against all the melee units too, and against the casters. Yeah. Because of critical.
I see. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not that good as the critical strike from the Blade Master, and it's not that good as the evasion of the Demon Hunter, but it's a good mixture.
Yeah. Bam! But now they are both on almost equal supply, so his expansion at the moment is not running, of course, for yAwS, but maybe if he wins this fight, there can be, he can come back, I don't know, but there's still one more Scroll of Healing for Spiral, so that's really important addition there too.
Yeah, he has a nice breaker line there.
Yes.
And the priest standing behind it pretty good, but... Yeah, I have no clue who wins this fight actually. No mana on the Panda left.
Yeah, well, now we have no footmen left actually for yAwS, and this kind of tells the story how these fights went until now. And now the Panda's even surrounded, no farm or something at the Goblin laboratory, so you cannot reveal it. And both players actually have the same issues with the second heroes of the opponents. But now yAwS has to retreat, which leaves the Panda away from the army at the moment, which is not too good. No, it's actually pretty fucking bad.
I think he knows where the Panda is.
Yeah,
so he can surround it. Okay, he can throw a bolt. Ooh!
I think he's fine anyways. Okay, yeah, now... Yeah, and it even burns the mana, so there's no... And actually sends down a peasant down there to the Goblin laboratory for next time. Actually, 3 footmen killed the workers from Spiral.
Oh, that's a nice move.
Yeah, and that's really big, man. Like, both players having mind equally... wow, now maybe... No
bolt anymore. I think yAwS is kind of turning this fight now. He has a Scroll of Healing. He has to save his Panda. Oh my god, it's so close. Scan by the laboratory. Here comes the Invo Potion. Nice swap by the Archmage and the Panda here. And I think yAwS is really turning this around.
I'm not sure, man. The Panda will probably die when one more mana. Oh wow, one scroll, and now there will be the bolt. No, no bolt. Why not? Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. And I don't think he's going to turn this around because his expansion. Yeah, well, his expansion is running, man. How can Spiral let this happen? Just send 2 footmen there, but yeah, okay. Well,
and he gets his reinforcements extremely fast compared to the reinforcements of Spiral.
And now 5 militias are fighting the 3 footmen down there at the expansion. That's a kind of close fight, actually. But it seems like the militias will be just fine.
Yeah, they block each other, so only 3 militias are fighting. Spiral, meanwhile, taking out the peasant line of yAwS.
But we have level 5 Archmage against only level 4 Archmage, so Spiral one more advantage there, and we see that there's hardly, like, the numbers are just so much better for Spiral now.
The Panda is still hurt, catches the first bolt immediately, and he has no chance to fire a breath now. It hits almost nothing. And here's the GG! Spiral just won the first game at our stream. In our
congratulations to
half-year history.
Yeah, and thanks to yAwS for making this happen.
Yeah.
You made him a big favor.
So it's 1-0 for Spiral. He was someone said in the chat he's like the German TH because he's
switching races.
Switching races all the time, so he can adapt a lot.
Yeah, but I thought, okay, TH would probably not go human versus human. But
yeah, I think so. I thought so too, but
yeah,
once again proven wrong by the players.